What's going on, everybody? Bill Workman here, your favorite draft nerd's favorite draft nerd. Welcome back on Draft Yoda. Today, we're kicking off a brand new series called New Faces in New Places. College football has become free agency, unfortunately, and every year hundreds of players enter the portal looking for a new opportunity. Today, we're going to break down a few quarterbacks found new homes in the SEC. We're going to do things a little differently, not just giving you the quarterbacks' names or the rankings. I'm giving you two rankings. First, who I think is the better player. Second, who I think is going to make the biggest impact on their team. Okay? They're not always the same thing. But before I reveal my numbers, get into all this, drop your pick in the comments right below. Let me know, who do you think the best quarterback transfer in the SEC is? And who will have the biggest impact for their team? All right, let's get into it. All right, so first up, we got three quarterbacks that have really transferred into the SEC to be bigger names for the draft this season. That is a key caveat. It is for this season. I'm not looking ahead. I'm not trying to see who made this or who made that. But it is this season. Guys that are draft eligible. So Austin Simmons moved from Ole Miss to Missouri. Byrum Brown moved from USF, South Florida, to Auburn. And Sam Leavitt from Arizona State to LSU. First off, we'll start with Austin Simmons. He currently holds an 8.08 grade in my draft guide, which is a starter tier in the NFL. He's a stable transfer, balanced overall skill set, good arm talent and accuracy. Needs to process faster to truly be the elite level guy that he has the ability to grow into. Luckily, we get to see that, a little bit more. He has been buried behind Trinidad Chimbliss, this season. And, if he can make the transfer to Missouri, he's got some talent there. And if he can develop and elevate the offense there, he can definitely grow. I think Missouri found a quarterback capable of being their answer this season. But this is still a projection. It's it's June 2nd, so we're a little far ahead. But if I was a Missouri fan, I'd be excited for the upside here. The big question is whether he can put it together consistently enough to elevate the Tigers. And in the loaded SEC. But at least he had SEC prior stop, unlike Byrum Brown. He's one of the most fascinating transfers in the entire country for me at quarterback. The first thing that will jump out at you is his mobility. He is an absolute weapon with the football in his hands. It's kind of unfair to call him just a quarterback. He is an offensive weapon. He is going to hurt you with his legs and his arms. Over 3,000 passing yards and over 1,000 rushing yards. That production is rare. I understand it was at USF, but they're still a Power 4 school. And he is a very talented individual. And Auburn, I know they lost both their big wide receivers, but they're still talent. It's an SEC program. It's just when it comes to a pure quarterback prospect, I have some small concerns. He has shown some issues with pocket management and decision making under pressure. And on top of the decision making under pressure, there's also the concerns of his consistency when forced to play on schedule. Out when it comes to making plays outside of the pocket or extending a play, Byrum Brown is going to be hard to beat. But if you force him to sit back, you put a spy on him, and you have 7 men in coverage, he kind of sputters. I want to see that growth from him. Luckily enough, he is an 8.1. He is an 8.11 grade. His athleticism is crazy. His force impact is 88. I mean, he is really going to come in and make a difference. I think he can rise his stock at Auburn. Auburn doesn't need him to be perfect. They just need him to be dangerous. And Byrum Brown is dangerous written all over him. But he is not as dangerous as the next individual, Sam Leavitt. I think we all understood and all knew once we saw his name on the second page here. His transfer from Arizona State to LSU is nothing short of pushing all his chips into this draft for him. He is an 8.68 starter, so he's not at the elite tier for me in this draft class at quarterbacks, but he is coming out of the gate a starter level quarterback. His force impact is a 91 because of the school he went to and the talent there that is going to be elevated because of his play. He is the transfer quarterback that excites me the most in the SEC. When I grade quarterbacks, I want balance. I want you to be able to be accurate. I want you to be a decision maker. I want you to be able to extend plays and, when necessary, get me 4 or 5 yards rushing. And Sam Leavitt checks all those boxes. He's been able to show us at Arizona State that he's got talent. He's accurate. He's mobile. He protects the football. He doesn't really have a huge glaring weakness, but he hasn't really played with, the caliber of teams he will see week in and week out in the SEC. And that's what I want to see from him. If he can show me what he showed me at Arizona State in the SEC, I could see moving him into the elite tier because he's still developing. He has one of the highest ceilings in the SEC, and at an elite program like LSU, the sky's the limit. You have that much talent around you, and you have that much talent in the coaching sphere and on the field. Electric things can happen. I think Death Valley is going to be very happy with Sam Leavitt this season. Currently, just to show you how they sit on my big board in order, Sam Leavitt is the higher ranked transfer quarterback by talent. And then we have, just to show you their impact, the force impact they have on their teams. This is where things get a little interesting for me. This ranking individual in particularly doesn't really ask, who's got more talent, who is the best player. It's who's going to make the biggest impact coming in the door. While Brown was, significantly farther behind in the talent category, his impact is massive and could, be a complete game changer for the Auburn offense this year. It's the reason I do this is one elevates the player, the other elevates the situation. It's the best way I can say it. Sam Leavitt is the better player and fell into a great situation, but Byrum has the chance to be game-changing for Auburn. I don't want to say he could be Cam Newton for Auburn because I don't know if they've got the talent that Cam Newton had around him at Auburn this season. But you're not far away from the game-changing capabilities when you talk about Cam Newton and Auburn and him. So it's without a doubt simple. Math tells you if he was 1-on-1 and 1-on-2, biggest winners in the portal at quarterback is LSU. They didn't just add a quarterback; they added a player capable. They added a player who is capable of helping them compete for a championship this season. When you combine his athletic profile, decision-making, accuracy, his upside, and leadership, it's easy to see why LSU went and got him. If he continues to develop the way he's developed, LSU is going to be a force of nature this season, and they've got a lot of talent around them. So as far as transfer quarterbacks go for the SEC, Sam Leavitt is going to be hard to beat. Thanks for watching. That's going to do it for today for the new faces and new places. Now I want to hear from you. Who did I rank too high? Who did I rank too low? Which SEC quarterback transfer do you think is the biggest impact of this season? If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with another college football fan. All that is, it really helps. We're trying to do this a little bit more. So you should see more content coming out from us. We are going through the SEC first, obviously, being here in South Carolina, heart of SEC country. You're going to get SEC and ACC dominantly going first for me, but also Big 10, Big 12 will be coming out as well. Next up is the running backs as I continue to break down all the transfers in the SEC. That being said, I'm Bill Wordman, your favorite draft nerd. And until next time, keep putting in the work. We'll see you there. Have a great one.